morning, guys. Just getting started here, loading all the charts as we get started. Tesla. Let's take a look at Square. Let's take a look at. Oh. QS. Let's take a look at GameStop. Let's pull SPY open on here. Where did my fibs go? No fibs. Okay, let me just draw my fibs now then. Take this point and we'll take that point up there. There we go. Put it open to the 5-minute. So while I'm pulling open the charts here, we see on the SPY fairly significant gap down from Friday's close. Went from 417 and change all the way to 415, low 415s. I'll get the market opening in about a minute here. I'm probably not going to be taking any positions. I took some puts towards the end of the day on Friday there. Just because, as I was saying before, the funds are looking for liquidity. We got like a dead cat bounce. I didn't think that it had any substance to it. Momentum was falling off towards the end of the day. Volume was falling off, and that's why we're getting the gap down today, right? Just because they couldn't hold that momentum there. Bitcoin down. Let's see. We got the market opening. We have this gap from 417 downwards. We had a small climb earlier this morning as we approach the market open. I don't think it's going to last. So this week, moving into June the 9th, all I'm doing is gradually increasing my GameStop position because, I mean, we do have the annual shareholders meeting, which is on June the 9th, and they'll announce how many people voted and different things like that, and so that is going to be a very big catalyst, just because it'll now be out in the open of how much naked short selling there is out there, which is blatantly illegal. But it is self-regulated, which is interesting, right? That means they just report whatever they want to report, whether it is true or not. But everyone right now is speculating that they have been lying this entire time, and we'll see what happens. Let's take a look at AMC also, just for fun. Seems like everything tried to bounce, got rejected. At least Tesla did. Square straight down. Square usually one of the strongest in the tech sector. QS up and down. Game still holding. AMC getting rejected at a previous resistance point right here. Had some SPY puts, 411 puts for this Friday. I'm gonna add to those this morning. I'm just gonna wait for a pattern to emerge, and then I'll play off the trend lines. SPY puts up 4% from Friday's close. I'll pick up a game call option here. As AMC is running, I think game is going to follow. Let's see what happens. If we break below this yellow line here and we hold below there, I'm going to add to my short position on the SPY. So just adding to my puts. We've got 50 seconds left on this candle. Looks like a down day. Tesla tried to push, couldn't push, came back down. Let's see what happens. Let's see, we got 16 seconds left on this candle. It's kind of finishing right in the middle, so not adding to my short position just yet. I'm going to wait until a definite trend presents itself. Ooh, Misu, you get in the room. No barking. Damn. So we have game flying. We got the SPY trying to push. Let's see if we break above this pre-market pivot here at 416.12. I'll be getting out of my put options. AMC pump now coming back down. We got the US Treasury moving up. That's gonna hit the NASDAQ here, putting pressure. Gonna take this down a bit. So I'm going to zoom out here on the SPY. Redrawing some couple of trend lines. Kind of playing more like this. So today we have room up to this top trend, but if we break this yellow line here, it's going to be a very, very down day for us, breaking out of the channel that we just drew in, right? That's what we'll be looking at today. Right now we bounced off the bottom of this channel. Let's see if this channel holds. Be right back. Not really much. Alright, some good volume coming in for GME, but we are showing a lower high, so be careful guys, we're probably going to get a downturn here. Not yet, first you have to eat with Grandpa, then Grandpa will open for you, okay? Come here, Grace, come here. Getting a little bit of a downturn here. I'm going to add to my short position on the SPY. Come here, catch it. Yeah. You want to play shapes with Grandpa? Look, yeah. Look. You want to play shapes with Grandpa? You want to see with Daddy for a little bit? Yeah. Or you want to play with Grandpa? Right here. Yeah, go play with Grandpa. Yeah. Tesla, kind of the same thing. All the stocks are putting out lower highs. Higher high, lower low compared to the last candle. So everything tried to push, tried to stay up here, couldn't, started failing. GME no exception. The AMC trying to hang out up here. Add some more to my puts. Just tiptoeing into the market here. Picked up a call in game, picked up some puts on the SPY. And as we start showing more direction, then I will add to my position or cut my position. AMC trying to hold this $14 mark, but what we see here, tweezer top setup, so this means we're probably going to get a reversal. Not to mention we are showing lower highs. Game, we see this every now and then, right? Whoop. We're going to see a pop and then a downturn, right? Pop, downturn, pop, downturn. So game isn't really going to get a run until, whoop, where my fibs go, until more people start getting knocked out of the game, getting margin called. We do know that over the weekend and last night, the Asian markets were very, very red, which means that will also affect the North American markets as well. Starting to get a downturn here. I want to see a break below this trend line right here. If that happens, I'm going to double up on my puts. I got 411 right here. 411 puts for this Friday. I'm going to buy here, add to my puts, just a little bit at a time. We might bounce off of this VWAP here or the blue lines. I'm going to wait to see that happen. I want to see a break below. There we go. I haven't bought yet. I want to see a break below the blue line. We see game actually moving almost the same as the SPY, which is very interesting. A little bit of a bounce here on Tesla. We have Tesla moving a lot more aggressively than the NASDAQ, which is the index that it's part of, as well as the SPY. Let's take a look at our other tech stocks. Square, weak, QS looking good, so EV type stocks today looking strong. Let's load up another EV stock here. Let's load up Civi. See how Civi's doing. Civi not so strong. So it's not really EV, it's just kind of QS and Tesla that are doing really well. Adding to my puts here on the SPY. As we see, we tried to bounce off the blue, but we got rejected off the orange here, so it shows weakness in the market, putting out a lower high in this candle. Failed breakout right here, unable to take out this pre-market pivot. False breakout, came back down, and so here we are. So I just added to my puts here. Tesla going nuts this morning. Look at this massive candle in Tesla. I would normally get into Tesla when we got this consolidation here, right? The squeeze. But there's so much weakness in the market. I can't go long right now, right? Even though we're getting the squeeze here, and we're playing off support levels, it's pretty dangerous to go long when the entire market is going red, right? Look at this weakness. Tailing wicks off the top on the NASDAQ, so that shows us there's a lot of selling pressure at these levels here. Game just kind of playing out how it always plays out. We get a pop, bloop, and then they come back down, a pop, bloop, come back down. I'm not entirely too worried. Game is a longer term play. We're waiting for the MOAS to happen, right? Mother of all short squeezes. That's going to take a while to play out. But I mean, if someone told you if you hold a couple shares in GME and you could become a millionaire, a high probability of becoming a millionaire, even if it takes 6 months, 8 months, you're going to hold. And that's basically what it is. The short squeeze is coming. A lot of financial experts have been putting their weight behind GameStop, kind of sharing their expertise with the Reddit channel there, and world-renowned journalists that cover financial fraud and different things like that. They've been coming on doing interviews on Reddit, which is amazing as well. Just people trying to share their knowledge of how corrupt the system is, and they see how it's going. So they've been sharing their knowledge, and aside from that, they've also been buying in and starting a position in GameStop because all of the due diligence that the community has put forth along with theirs just further validated their own work, right? And so it's very, very exciting. So I mean, that's the game plan. Same way how we played Tesla for the S&P inclusion, right? We knew S&P inclusion was going to guarantee us a pump in the Tesla stock. And so as the S&P inclusion got closer and closer, we gradually added to our position more and more and more, right? Kind of the same thing with GameStop. The date for the shareholders meeting is on June the 9th. They're going to tell us how many votes came in. I'm going to get ready to buy some more puts here, right, as we drop. If we break this yellow line, I'm going to add we're trying to get a bounce here. So I think we're going to get a bounce from this yellow line back up to the VWAP, get rejected from the VWAP and come back down. So I'm going to be looking to add at the VWAP more puts and then ride it down. So it's just bringing out lower highs and lower lows, right? And so that's the trend here. So it's going to come down, bounce, come back up here, get rejected, come back down. So on the bounce I'll buy, and then that's pretty much it. I don't want to go too hard on SPY puts. I mean, I am a long bull, but I will ride it down and make some free money on the way. GameStop, June 9th, annual shareholders meeting. They're going to announce how many people voted, right? And they only have a float of 69 million shares. This company is such a meme company, right? They sold an additional 3.5 million shares so that their float can be 69 million, which is awesome. And the vote date, the annual shareholders meeting is on June the 9th. 69, right? June 6th month, 9th day. 69 million float. So it's just funny what this company does. But I love it, right? They're playing right towards their shareholders and fans of the company. And they are a very, very smart group of people, especially in the realm of e-commerce. Let's see if we get a little bounce here, back up to this level, or are we just going to shoot straight down? Here comes the bounce, a little bit of a tailing wick. Ooh, unable to bounce, so I'm going to hop in right here, adding more to my puts. There we go. I pretty much have a full position as much as I want to take in the puts right now. 12% up from my puts. I had 2 puts from Friday carrying over to today. Added 8 more puts. Now I'm up 12% on the total. On my GameStop call that I bought this morning, I'm gonna way out of the money, and also way out there in July. So I mean, even though GameStop is coming down, I'm only down 4%. on that position. Whereas my put position right now, I am up 13.6% on the SPY here, SPY puts. Tesla selling off the top as we approach this fib here. So on the SPY, we have a pre-market pivot, pre-market low right here at 414.44. If we break that, it's going to be a very bearish day. The low of the day so far is 414.48. So we held this low just barely. Looking pretty weak so far. Gained very nice hold of the yellow VWAP and the blue EMA. SPY getting a nice little bounce, nice tailing wick off the bottom. We might test the blue line. This is what I was expecting, a bounce back up to the blue line once we hit the yellow. But we just went right through the yellow, and now we're getting a little bit of a bounce. This yellow now acting as our resistance instead of the blue, right? So previous support, new resistance. Adding to my GameStop position here. It's very low volume right now, but I'm just going to slowly add as we climb, right? GameStop has been showing us an upward trend. So I just extend this line for us here. Right, so just gradually accumulating along this yellow line, playing on this trend here. Watch out for the SPY if you guys are in puts. Double tailing wick from the bottom means we might get a reversal to the top. I want to see a rejection off this yellow line. Let's see if we get rejected and come back down. Ooh, pushing right through. Next rejection point should be the blue. This is the bounce that I was looking for from the very beginning. If we bounce off the blue, be adding to my position. Where are my fibs on this? How come my fibs keep on getting reset? I'm going to fix my GME chart. Give me a second, guys. Let me zoom out. Right, so there we go, fibs back in play. So game looking like it wants to break the daily high. Look at Tesla, a lot of weakness here. I don't think the SPY is going to bounce if Tesla's coming down. Let's see what happens as we approach this area here in the SPY. We do have the VWAP and the blue EMA. Checking the other stocks here. Everything is pretty much down. Let's check. Yeah, everything is approaching a resistance level. So I think I'm going to add to my puts at that point. I'll buy some puts right here. Looks like we're getting some rejection as we approach the blue line. And I see Tesla pretty weak, playing towards the low end of this candle. got the TQs getting rejected off of the blue and yellow here, but we are holding this level here, which is the orange line, but I don't think we're going to hold. You see Tesla coming down. We just broke the yellow. Now we're waiting to break the blue. Whew, I'm actually 1% up on my GameStop calls. Okay. I didn't expect that to move. Just been holding for a little while. See Tesla trying to bounce here. So you see the SPY getting rejected off of blue. This was the bounce that I was looking for, right? I thought we were going to come down this candle, bounce off this yellow, come back up to the blue, and then come back down. But instead, major weakness, came all the way back down here, and then finally this candle we got the bounce. But still getting rejected off the blue line here. Let's see if this blue line holds as a resistance for us, as predicted. If we break above this blue line and this candle here, I'm going to need to get out of my puts. That'll probably be close to break even. I'll probably make about 3%, 4% on that if I sell all the way up there. Let's check the NASDAQ. NASDAQ still holding this orange line here. We held once, twice, 3 times so far this morning, but the more times we knock on the door, the weaker the door gets, right? So this might just break down here. Let's see. There's that breakdown. Tesla doing the same thing. SPY, thank you very much. So we're closing these candles on this yellow line here, which is our trend line, but we do have higher lows at the bottom here, so this is something to look out for. It's not really a trend just yet. It might be a trend forming. So what I want to see is a break below this last candle. Keep on going, and ideally I would love a break below 414.45. Woo, there we go. There we go. There's that break. Thank you very much. Woo, 14% up on my puts. GME slowly climbing. This is what I am used to seeing, right? GME going up, the market's going down. Just checking Twitter here for a second, see if we have any updates on anything. Doesn't really look like it. Just as we've been talking about for the past couple weeks here. So the market is falling, but I'm not going to add to my puts. I have a full position now, as much as I want to take in my puts. I'm not going to add to them. So I'm looking to take profit here. Take half off the table at 413, and then I'll hold my other half for 411. And we do have this trend line here. Let's just zoom out to remind ourselves what we're looking at. So on the hourly here, we got a gap down, and now we have this downward trend forming. So let's draw this in. We want to hold this downward trend here. So something like this. This way we can estimate where we're bouncing. And so we just been like this the whole time on the hourly, right? We zoom out to the 30-minute. We'll see more of the bounce effect. Boom, 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 boom. Just like a little pinball. A little bit, a couple breakouts every now and then, but really we're just playing within this trend. If we kind of zoom out and take a look, and that's something we can expect on the 5-minute as well. Right, bounce right off this line here. Take some profit here. Take some profit as we go along. So let's just take a look. Tesla coming down, no sign of stopping. We got Square under $200. It broke the low of the day already. QS was looking strong this morning, sold off really hard, just the same as the rest of the market. We got GAME moving up. AMC trying to hold this level here. AMC is probably going to go this morning along with GAME. Tiptoe into AMC. AMC might blast off with GameStop here. Right now we're at the $14 level. I'll buy 2 $14 calls for this Friday. There we go, there's that move. Getting a little bit of bounce here on the SPY, which is to be expected. Where are we going to bounce? At the top of this yellow line. Right? Touch the bottom of the channel, back up to the top of the channel, back down to the bottom of the channel, back up to the top of the channel. That's what we can expect until we break out into a real downward trend. Woo, look at that. Nuts. AMC, woo, nuts. AMC already 3% up from this buy. Bought calls here. We're all the way up here. 3% jump in a matter of seconds. GAME, what are these yellow lines here? Let me zoom out. So we had the resistance here. So we just broke that. So we're breaking out right now in GAME. Moving up. The next resistance is going to be here. Let's go to the 4-hourly, give us a better view. This is the upward trend we've been playing for the week. Since last week here, we do have resistance at this level. Tailing wicks here, here, here. Okay, so 172. Some resistance right here. And then ultimately, what we want to do is we want to break back into this upward trend, right? This yellow line. And hold this yellow line moving forward. We do have a big resistance here, which is around the 175, 180 mark. Okay, but looking good. Look at this, massive. So this is the play, right? Moving up, consolidate with the blue line, blast off, consolidate to the blue line, blast off, consolidate to the blue line, blast off, right? So we're just waiting for the blue line to catch up so that we can blast off some more. We all about that blast off. what happened here on the SPY? Just going back to the SPY screen here. Boom, bottom of the channel. Boop, top of the channel. Back down to the bottom of the channel. So this candle here should come back down to this yellow line. We should get a bounce around here. I mean, if you guys want to play short-term volatility, feel free to buy and sell, or buy and sell, right? If you're doing puts, we're buying here, we're selling here. But basically, we're in a downward trend, so you should be buying puts, not calls. Right? Because overall, we're moving down. But yeah, it's exactly as we drew in, right? So bouncing off the bottom of the channel, and then the top of the channel here, getting rejected by this yellow line as well as the blue line. I like it. AMC trying to break above this fib, unable to. We do have this yellow line at the very top here, which was our flat top breakout from previously, right? So 1, 2, 3, triple top here. Just gonna clean up this chart a bit. But as we can see here, we are playing along this upward trend, which is really healthy. And then we have a flat top breakout right here, just slightly above the fib. And if we can break this level here, we should see a massive upward movement to this next fib level, which is 1577. Let me zoom out here for AMC. Right? Looking really good. Pump, consolidation, pump. That's the same play as right here. Pump, consolidation, pump. That was that flat top breakout we played before, and we're just forming a new flat top breakout right here. Just touching the fib, coming back down. SPY. Let's see if we get a bounce off this yellow line. Most likely we're going to bounce, but really what I would love to see is a breakdown to this orange line here at 413.55. Take a look at the rest of the market. Tesla trying to bounce here, but we do have a lower low, lower high, getting rejected off the blue. Blue pushing us down, reverse spirit bomb set up. Square coming down. QS just kind of pausing, not much volume coming in. Game. Doing game things. Game stop. Let's go. Take a look at the NASDAQ. NASDAQ trying to turn it around here, right? We got tailing wicks off the bottom, lower low, higher low. So we're trying to reverse this trend right here, guys. Nothing to talk about just yet. This candle, we want to show a higher high than the previous candle. You can draw that trend in like that. Until then, we don't really have a reversal, but it is showing signs that it's trying to reverse right here. But we're taking a look. Ooh, Tesla. Oh, tried to break the blue, got rejected here. SPY, are you coming down? Let's see. Got 17%, 17.8% gain on my SPY puts. 3% gain still on my AMC calls. And GameStop, we're up 12%, which is surprising. I didn't expect any movement in the game. We've just been slowly collecting. No complaints there. Getting a little bit of bounce now, so bouncing right off this yellow line. Boo! So the market moving as we predicted. I wanted a nice surprise, a nice little breakdown here. It didn't happen. But let's see, we get rejected off this minor yellow line, right? So we tried to form an uptrend here. Lower low, higher low, and then we broke down. But we did finish right on this minor yellow line. So we know this yellow line is in play. And right now we're just bouncing. We bounced off the lower yellow line here, which is awesome. So right now we're pushing out lower lows and lower highs. AMC bouncing off the fib. So looks like AMC needs to take a little bit of a breather, consolidate a bit, wait for the blue line to catch up, act as a nice trampoline to jump off and move up to the next level. SPY breaking the minor yellow, trying to make it up to the major yellow line here, which is the downward trend. Nice little bounce, not a lot of volume. So this yellow line here in play. Is this GME coming down, or are we just consolidating? Hard to say. But this is what we get. Spikes coming down, spikes coming down. So nothing to worry about. We did break out from this downward resistance here. Descending resistance. Right now we're trying to hold above this yellow line, right? Previous resistance, once you break above, becomes new support. Let's see if it holds. Ooh, SPY. Double bottoming here almost. Putting in a higher low. Looks like we might try to reverse. Let's see if we hold that level there. If we break above, I'm going to sell some of my position. Otherwise, if we just hit and reject, I'm just going to hold, as that's what we've been doing. Let's see what happens here. Let's take a look at the other stocks. Tesla trying to bounce. Bounce here. So we got the other big names trying to bounce a bit. So we have GAME coming down. We have the SPY going up. We do have tailing wick at these levels here. So this VWAP, yellow line, acting as a resistance. Getting ready to let go of my position if we don't get an immediate downturn. Taking a look at the 15-minute here. do have a minor channel kind of like this. Let's see. What I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to add to my puts at this level. Looks like we're approaching that resistance.
How can you put the bun by the thing?
Had some chicken on it.
Had some chicken on it?
Mm-hmm.
Chicken?
Yeah, from the freezer.
Oh. Throw it out.
Just waiting here. Looks like we're getting rejection off this yellow line. I'm going to wait for this candle to close out. We have 25 seconds left on the candle. Twelve seconds left on this candle here. Let's see what happens. So for this downward trend to continue, what we need to see is a break below this yellow and blue. Looks like it wants to break upwards here. Got a little pump on the SPY, and now we're just consolidating at this area. No real direction just yet, but we have GAME coming down, we have AMC coming down. See what Tesla's doing. Tesla, triple top here. Square looks like it wants to break through. Square looking strong. QS, not much strength here. GAME bouncing off this yellow. VWAP, let's see if that holds. AMC losing a lot of momentum after this push, failing this flat top breakout. Ooh, look at the SPY trying to push. I like this. Bounce right off the yellow. I'm going to add to my GAME position here. So here's the SPY slowly climbing. Let's see if this is a false breakout. Got 2 minutes left on this candle, so plenty of time for this to break upwards. So we gotta monitor the position here. Ooh, TQs. Nice move. We're approaching a level of resistance right here in the TQs. Square, tailing wick off the top, showing some selling pressure there. Tesla, tailing wick off the top as well, some selling pressure. I like using Tesla as a kind of like a market indicator. So Tesla just right in the middle of this band here, of this trend. So, SPY, still no direction just yet. We got a little bit of a false breakout here, but we did hold this level. This was a bit of a low volume sell-off. We might be continuing with the push. Let's see what happens here. I want to see a tweezer top form as we approach this resistance of 415.70. Starting to get a tweezer top forming. I need more of a tailing wick off this top, off this last candle here. NASDAQ is pushing though, so the SPY is probably going to follow. But the SPY has been weaker than the NASDAQ this morning. We got GAME trying to push, very low volume. AMC trying to bounce off this level. Tweezer top forming generally means we're going to get a reversal right here. Let's see if that plays out. Bitcoin coming down as well, unable to break above this fib. Tesla, a bit of selling pressure as we get close to the top of this candle. Oh, GAME coming down. GAME tried to hold the VWAP, but it couldn't. So GAME now moving with the SPY, before it was moving opposite of the SPY. So there's the tweezer top playing out. We need to break this upward channel here. I want to see a breakdown below the blue and this yellow line. Just watching Tesla here. So right now we are bouncing off the blue, but we should pretty much exactly at the blue. So let's see what happens. AMC coming down here. Let's see if we hold this upward line. If AMC breaks down, I'm getting out of my calls. If AMC bounces, I'm adding to my calls here. Hey, buddy. AMC looks like it's trying to bounce. Another AMC call here. Looks like we're trying to bounce. We got the SPY dropping. So this is, I might take profit here. Take some profit off the table just because I've been adding to my calls. Ooh, pretty crashing. I might just hold here. See what happens. Let me sell a couple calls here. Getting ready to sell. Just waiting for us to get closer to this line. I'm going to sell here. Taking some profit.
Oh, yeah.
That was a massive sell-off. But we held this yellow line, right? So this was the channel we were playing in originally. We got Tesla to either top, reversal to the bottom side. AMC, nice bounce off the bottom there. Picked up some calls off the bottom. Okay, come. So now, on the SPY, if we get a bounce, I want to see us get rejected off this level here. We have the blue and we have this yellow, and then come back down. Ooh, you smell good. You had a shower yesterday. Nice tailing wick on the SPY. So I had 15 puts. I sold 5 here, holding 10. I'm going to sell another 5 here at 413. I'm going to keep my last 5 for 411. %, up my puts. So you guys saw what I did there, right? So because we are playing in a pattern, I pretty much held my position as we maintained that pattern and I bought more as we held the pattern, right? So I did not panic and sell out, otherwise I would have missed this dip and my profit taking opportunity. So that's what you guys want to learn how to do as well. Be able to identify the patterns and then play according to those. You're going to get some volatility, especially now. The market is super frothy, so volatility is going to be huge. There's going to be very, very quick movements, but as long as you're confident in your charting skills and your ability to identify different patterns and just wait for them to play out. And that's kind of what we did here. Big bounce towards the upside, but we stayed within our channel here, so no reason to panic. AMC as well, right? We identified this upward channel here, so we bought some calls off the bottom, and now we're getting this bounce. So the time now is 10:34, guys. I'm gonna call it a day here. Let me let you guys know what I'm looking for the rest of the day. So AMC looking bullish here. We broke the high of the last 5-minute candle. Higher high, higher low. Looks like we might trend back up. Be careful for rejection off this blue or off this yellow. But if we can get past this level, let me just draw it in for us, everybody. Okay, yeah. If we can get past this level here, we should see a move upwards to this next yellow line. So that's what we're waiting for. A break above the blue, using the blue as a support, a little trampoline, a floor to bounce off to break this yellow line here. Essentially, we're just, if we consolidate here, we're just forming another lower flat top than this higher flat top here. Okay, so that's AMC. Not really looking at the NASDAQ, but on the SPY and the NASDAQ, it's good to compare the two. The SPY, we put in a lower low, but on the NASDAQ, we put in a higher low, right? So on the NASDAQ, it's trying to trend upwards here, but on the SPY, we're just continuing lower low. So the SPY actually has more volatility than the NASDAQ right now. So on the SPY, I want to see it get rejected off of this blue line here, or this yellow line, and come back down. That's what we've been playing, right? This channel here. Anybody? So that's what I'm looking for on the SPY. We break upwards and out of this channel. Maybe trim position, manage your risk. But if we break down, target profit taking right here, 413, and then down here at 411. What's up, buddy? You want to come down? Yeah, go touch. Gain. I'm not really looking to adjust my position. I'm going to slowly add. I think I added enough for today. I'm going to look to add a little bit tomorrow, the next day, the next day. So I'm just going to add a little bit every day as we go for GameStop. Yeah, that's pretty much it for me, guys. So we're just getting rejected right here in AMC. So this is Mitch from Dumb Money Day Trading signing off for now, guys. I hope you guys had fun. I hope you guys learned a lot, and I hope you guys made some money. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow as we do every trading day between 9:15 and 9:20 every morning. All right, have a great rest of the day, guys. Take care for now. This is Mitch signing off.